Yep.
Yo, what's up, bro?
This is the first time you've heard of SFJ at all?
This is the first time I ever stream an SFJ match. Yeah,
Oh. But
I've
you watched a couple before, right?
I've watched a couple, but I am not sure what counters everything.
To be honest, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I have a general idea of it.
All right, I'll be listening and I'll be learning.
Yeah, especially on this map. This map I think was made specifically for SFJ,
Yeah.
done by Jalad. So the first thing you want to do is get the middle ore here,
Mm-hmm.
because you want to get your forward door before your backward door, so that you can save your ore in base for late game, so your miners aren't as exposed.
True.
It looks like Zedd isn't doing that.
No, but Netflix is.
Yeah. Look at a fucking monkey. Oh, I like this. Early naval yard from Netflix.
Yep.
Zedd is choosing to go early war factory. I think map control is so powerful on this map, especially the middle one. You have so much ore in the middle. That can like save you a game probably.
Yeah.
And this little thing is from Yuri, the fuel generators. They do a lot of damage, especially in a swarm. It's very effective against the allied destroyers. If, let's say, Zedd doesn't stop Netflix in building up a swarm, his navy will lose immediately unless he has rocketeers to back up with it.
Mm.
But it seems like he's going...
He's going air, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't built in a seal. He hasn't gone for naval yet. Yeah, two.
This is... Yeah, that's the naval.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
This is new. That's going for a seal. I've never seen a seal before in SFJ, honestly.
There is a sneaky gap or Gatling tower right there.
Yeah.
Gatling cannon.
Yeah, that's not gonna work with that.
Nope.
So Zedd is out-navaled, and he can't really do much except for destroy the miners. I wonder what he's gonna do with the seals though. First time I'm seeing of it.
And they're just chilling. Oh.
Yeah, look at that engagement in the middle. These Yuri food generators are so strong in numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Yuri
Yuri
close. That is smart.
Catches both of them.
Yeah. Now the cannons are out. He did build a service depot. That is gonna try and sneak the seals around the back, but it doesn't really not sure what it's gonna do with it really.
No, there are Gatling cannons everywhere.
Yeah.
And tanks.
He could get the psychic amplifier, but that's about it.
And there is a Gatling tank there.
Oh, this psychic amplifier is the first time I'm seeing this. I forgot what it does, honestly. I think it's a tech for Yuri. Yeah, it is a tech for Yuri. So it replaces the Air Force Academy, which gives Yuri the bombs bombers, as you can see here, the red little jet things.
Alright.
Where did the seals go? There they are. So Yuri's main play here as in SFJ is just to be very annoying. It has very strong air. So it has the disc and the bronze bomb, which is very hard for players to counter unless they have the proper AA. But Zedd doesn't have any proper AA right now.
Nope. And those seals get taken out.
Yeah. Shame.
And Netflix is doing really hard eco on his own island.
Yeah, look at Zedd. He's broke. All of his miners are mining dirt right now. They're not moving up. They're not moving to middle as well. So Zedd's gonna run into a very big problem here if he's going a minute, unless he secures the middle and get it. Has some defense for that refinery in the middle. He could also go top right, which he has, but it won't last for that long. These Bronx Bombers are gonna rip through everything right now. Zedd's gonna spam a bunch of Patriots to help him.
Yeah. Netflix on 16K.
Sheesh, yeah. Oh, look at that. He can just bombard through those top right.
Yep. Gets the oil. He's not attacking the Patriot. No.
Not sure what Zedd is doing here. Paradrop bottom left not doing anything. He is building a bunch of naval, a bunch of dolphins coming out. The Bronx Bombers go over his base.
Hello. It's
John C.
Yeah, Netflix is a solid player right now. He's just building a bunch of fuel generators and building a bunch of Bronx Bombers.
He just lost all his planes. Oh, one survives.
Yeah, there's a bit of an oopsie.
Sup, Insanity? How you doing, bro?
Is that still only one refinery in the middle? He's gonna struggle here, economy.
Yeah. Well, for Allied, it is easier to get those miners from his main island to the mid, but he's not doing it.
Bye.
I'm not sure why as well. He has their cannons in the middle as well. He could build another refinery there.
Yeah.
Just to help him. He's sending a bunch of Black Eagles at the top.
Oh yeah, sneaky. Going for the lab?
Yeah. The labs are double health, so
Oh, okay.
I think he might go for the oil here, or the MCV. He's going for the oil. Nope. MCV it is. Oh yeah, look at that. Almost down all the way to 0. Oh, Zedd lost his refinery in the middle. Trying to go in now. There's a lot of destroyers. Boomers now coming out from Netflix.
Yep. Going for the power.
Boomers are the lab tech. So Netflix is gonna aim for the power here, get those cannons offline. But those fuel generators do quite a bit of damage to the buildings.
Yep. Gets one and two cannons. Yep.
Both cannons are out, so middle's basically free for Netflix.
Those GIs doing
fuel generators don't do a lot of damage to infantry.
Infantry, no.
Those GIs are running through.
Yeah.
But the boomers do make a sound trigger, so you'll know when someone is making the boomers.
Mm-hmm.
But Zedd is just way in the back end here. Not sure what it's doing. He has the hospital, he has the lab out, where the zombies are as well. Spy satellite.
Cosmonauts out.
Yeah. Cosmonauts are gonna do a lot of work here. He doesn't have much anti-air for Navy-wise.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, the anti-air for Yuri is the transport.
Okay. The discs are coming in?
Yeah. This will do nicely here.
Yeah, Cosmonauts back out. The destroyer's coming in now.
Where's his Aegis? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. It's got two.
Oh, look at that air armada.
Yep.
Fucking this and bronze bombers, that's way too much for Zedd. And the Gatling cannons in the middle as well. Yeah, this is gonna be hard for Zedd to come back. He's constantly going broke as well. I'm not helping him in any way.
No.
He needs to pump up some more Aegis cruisers. He is doing that. Oh,
Gets the
MCV.
MCV. Yep.
The lightning
here
storm
come
as well.
the
They got
lightning.
lab,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets the
that's
lab.
nice.
Yeah. And the oil.
Oh yeah, he did.
Here comes the Psychic Dominator. That is moving its destroyers like crazy.
He needs more anti-air. he has enough anti-air, but not enough probably. Oh, just look at that Dominator.
Yeah.
Oh, they took out his spy satellite. He's blind.
Oh.
He needs to rebuild the lab and the spy satellite. That's gonna be expensive.
Oof.
Doesn't have the eco, you know. Shipyard bug.
He's unable to build?
Oh, you can't build anymore.
Hmm.
Is that a maximum of 2 naval yards? I'm not sure.
Hmm. Zedd is on 1.
Yeah. Oh, the boomers are going around the back. That's why he moved his MCV. Yeah, might be an issue that Netflix has naval yard is bugged. He can't build any more naval yards because he doesn't have an MCV.
Oh, yeah.
He can rebuild though, he has a grinder.
He does. Does he have a war factory though?
Oh, he doesn't.
No.
He lost his war factory and the MCV. He lost because of that. Oh, Zedd is in a predicament right now. He has the anti-air to go up against this army. Can't build more naval, only that left.
Yeah. Netflix is on 27k, 28k. And he's claiming he can build more naval.
But since there is a bug, then we won't go any naval match from next match. Uh-oh. Those two generals are good in swarms, but there's way too many destroyers for them to handle.
The
goes down.
Yeah. The weather storm goes down as well. I missed it.
Oh, must be the boomers.
Yeah.
Oh, and his MCV is gone as
MCV
well.
also, yeah.
Oh, that's why he said he lost because of that.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's army. He's not. His agents are in position. Those agents are way out of position. Just that's losing his swords 1 by 1.
Yeah. Now they come in. Psychic Dominator is ready.
Yeah, the fucking, what do you call it? Aircraft carriers might take it out.
Yeah.
That's not controlling his stuff. And the Dominator!
Dominator smack down in the middle of those destroyers.
Yeah.
He's gonna lose the Dominator.
Those planes might suicide into them. Yeah, they do. Zedd can win this actually. He does have a naval yard left.
Boomers.
Aegis coming out there. Not sure where Netflix boomers went. Oh yeah, they're down here.
Yeah, to the right.
Cosmonauts can deal with that pretty easily. Oh, but the fucking Yuri clones take the Aegis away.
Oh.
So he's only left with 1 Aegis. Does he have more on backup?
He needs a Air Force Command to build those Aegis, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have it. He's only left with 1.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Netflix doesn't have many discs left.
Nah, and he has the cosmonauts.
Yeah. So Zedd should win this.
I think Zedd is bringing over his IVs, maybe?
Yeah, quite possibly. Bring his IVs on the middle. He needs to beware of the Yuri clones though.
Yeah. They're coming in.
Some Yuri clones to the middle island as well.
The Aegis is also on half health.
Yeah, he should be repairing that actually. I would repair it back. He's using those aircraft carriers to get rid of the Yuri clones in the middle. These aircraft carriers are super important. He can't lose those.
No.
Because that's the only way he'll get any of the buildings on the middle. He needs to deal with this, and then he can send the carriers in. But should get him a little bit enable, yeah.
Netflix GG's out. I'm sorry, it is for Z10.
Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix was sitting on 30K.
Was it after SFJ that or before?
I think. Oh, Frank
Frank is
coming.
coming. Okay.
Shall
Yeah,
we?
go down left. Yeah, left, Frank take over then.
Yeah. Wanna go to voice chat?
Yeah, go into SFJ voice chat then.
Alright. Alright.
Do you want to pick him up, Doofus?
No, I don't know any of these maps.
Just say any 1v1 map and we can do it.
Alright.
Yeah, so pick one. That's correct.
This one.
And so what do you pick?
Pick Hack Freeze.
Alright. There you go.
And invite people to it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, he's there.
Alright. One moment, I'm gonna get something to drink. Be right back.
There he is.
But you can start the game if you want.
Yeah.
You'll have to excuse me, I'm a little out of breath.
Just came out for a gym.
Yeah, just got back. All right, so what do we got here? 1-0 in favor.
Yeah.
Of,
Zedd.
Zedd.
Netflix had a bug earlier. He couldn't build any naval after his MCV died.
He couldn't build naval after his MCV died.
Yeah. It was either before or after, we don't know, but halfway through the game he couldn't build any.
Yeah, that bug has existed since the original RA2. It's always been around. I don't think anyone knows what causes it. It's not particularly common. It happens. It can be any unit type that can happen to.
Okay.
All right.
Yo, what's up, Frank?
What's going on, Doofus?
Yo, chilling.
Chilling.
Trying to learn this SFJ.
It's good to hear. I believe this version of the game is the ultimate future of competitive play for Command and Conquer. It's gonna take a while for everyone to transfer over. I think they're adding one mod at a time, slowly and surely into Quick Match every month. I don't know if you've noticed, but eventually it'll arrive here.
Mm-hmm.
So in time, boys, in time.
Yep.
So Allied War on Heck Freeze is over. What is the plan of action? It's one of the exciting things about SFJ is like it was in Quick Match for like a day or two, a month or
Right?
so ago. Yeah, it was just a couple days, but like it was like playing the game. You want to talk about like the ultimate nostalgia? It was like playing the game for the first time again. You know what I mean? It was so much fun, dude.
Yeah.
So Zedd is moving his MCV right away over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what I think about that.
Early AFC from Netflix, no second refinery.
Yeah, the AFC is extra committal here. It's extra expensive.
Yeah, it's like 2K, right?
1,700. Okay, so we see the point of Zedd's plan. He wants to get these gems right away. Okay. Microing his miners. Zedd seems to be on point at the moment. Netflix's build is better than mine. Not a surprise. Everyone's builds are better than mine.
Tank destroy out from Zedd.
Oh yeah. You can now build tank destroyers from AFC. Don't need the robot center.
Don't need the robotic center. However, they are heavily countered by people. Players have seemed to have forgotten that. So we'll see. Zedd seems to have a lot more on the field right now as he's moving out. The hospital has been added as well.
Yeah. What does Netflix has to counter? He doesn't have much. He only has Rocketeers.
He may want to consider getting a robotics facility down.
Yeah.
And Netflix went heavily eco here.
Oh, very heavy.
Yeah.
All right, so if you want an example, if you want to your para drops, just look at the bottom right. This is not a good para in my opinion. We'll see if I can get anything out of it here.
Should be able to get a war factory.
Probably shouldn't, right? He's going to go for the hospital. I'd like that. He's going for the war. Okay.
Good positioning, though.
Yeah, the TD should just be able to take care of this. Yeah, Zedd has central control. Netflix wish. Okay, so we have this power drop is also going to get sniped. Where is it? Zedd holds on to it. So Zedd with a lead here. Not a big one, but a lead nonetheless as he has center control. He still has his power drop alive. He's going to get a war factory sniper at the top.
Very nice. Should have sniped that AFC, actually. Would have been more worth. Take him down one tech level.
For sure.
Another paragraph on the right side.
TDs from
That's
both. Probably transition into robots be the play here.
Oh, but this right side though.
Yeah.
Netflix's Rocketeers on the MCV is free. Absolutely free.
Not repairing? Okay. IVs.
He has the GIs also. He's not using them.
Yeah.
And Zedd just catches Netflix right at the perfect split second there. Netflix was out of position. And it looks like having a relatively even trade. Netflix manages to come out on top here.
Why aren't they transitioning to robot things right now?
It's just not thinking of it.
Yeah, I mean they are a direct counter to TDs.
Yep. Looking pretty good for Netflix here, boys.
Just splitting up his Rocketeer army? Oh no, Zedd.
Still anyone's game here. On a knife edge. Once again, Zedd with the positional advantage here. Gonna
Yeah.
have to take the cliff. Let's see if he can get some damage here.
Probably go for the buildings now. Can't
What's his
save his
decision?
army
What's he going for here? He's not getting the damage.
It's not getting
Netflix
anything.
will hold this.
Oh,
He got no damage at all. Lost his whole army.
Going for the
Meanwhile, he's
hospital.
gotta.
Got a hospital.
oh, but
MCV.
Paradrap in Zedd's base. LCV goes down. Ooh.
Netflix.
Netflix with the win.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Zedd's build order there wasn't that great.
Better than mine. I know. So Netflix definitely. Netflix is the type of player that I think is one of my favorite kind of player to watch because he definitely has not reached his peak, and every time I see him play, he's just like a little bit better than the time before. So
Yeah.
really fun to watch, and any day now he's gonna have his breakout performance. Is it today, boys? Is it today? 'Cause I feel like winning Zedd would be a milestone for him.
They're both going
Yeah, they
random.
played before. Oh, Netflix a Yuri.
Netflix get his favorite pick.
Ooh.
But no more Chaos Drones though. No more OP Chaos Drones.
Those were a little over the top.
A little bit too ridiculous.
So
A little ridiculous.
Zed
So,
stars bottom left, and Netflix top right.
Okay. Ally vs. Yuri on jungle. Who knows what's going to happen here? This matchup in the original is absolutely unplayable, for being honest. Absolutely unplayable. In SFJ, it is just fireworks. Absolute fireworks.
You might just trigger Jake there for a bit.
Do they get more shroud clearance with the buildings as well?
Yeah, the power plants.
Yeah, I saw that he built Netflix built down immediately. I don't think that's
Yeah,
possible
the
in
power
normal
plants-
Yuri.
The power plants do give you a bit of more boost of the shroud than the normal base game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice little. Just gives you more options. SFJ is all about creating more options for the player,
Yep.
Instead of single unit spam as always.
as opposed to just rhinos, you know.
Yeah. Mindless
So the
rhino
Alec-
spam.
Yeah, mindless rhino spam. And you know the same things apply. You want to be active with your units. You want to go for the MCV kill if you can, kill miners if you can. Same principles apply. It's just more interesting
Mhm.
every
Netflix
single
set up
way.
a minus straight to middle gems. I like that.
Yep.
I'd like to see Harriers from Zedd here. I think they'd be really good.
Yeah,
They
9
They
shots.
seem to work. Yeah, work for
He
Shuri.
used he used the jets in the first match. The Black Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have the option
They
of
took
both? Or
Yeah, they do have an
Okay.
option of both.
Mm.
But the jets come out on the lab tech.
Yeah.
Oh, but this is the problem. They're going early jump to the middle. That's gonna pressure down the TD.
We'll hold it. All right. So what is Netflix's plan? He's got radar, a bunch of miners.
Is he still
Okay.
building miners? Oh no, he's getting magged out now.
He's going less miners than in previous games, though.
Yeah.
Psychic amplifier up here for Netflix, so maybe we'll go for some air units. Sneaky little split here from Zedd at the top. A grinder, interesting. He's going for the
Those
MCV
mines
strike.
are the counter to TDs, right?
No, the Yuri statues, the harpies, are the
Yeah,
counter.
the harpies. Okay.
Netflix going to get some value here. 2 tank destroyer kills as he gets another lead here. Gatling tank taking down the power drop as the air force for Yuri is now being added into the mix. However, Zedd is teched up, so I guess he bought some time for his tech, but and he built another miners from his war. This is some greed. This is some greed from my man Zedd here. He's got
He needs to,
one TD.
Yeah, he needs to send his miners
army.
down.
Yeah.
What is this army?
Netflix losing 1 miner at the bottom. Right spot.
Okay,
Oh,
nice
he
pick
did.
up.
Yeah.
There's a couple Yuri clones here from the flicks. He's up against Battle Fortresses now. So what is his plan? He got a lot of Bronx bombers here. He probably should put them to use.
Yeah, those BS are gonna be a lot of help for him.
Weather storm.
He needs a lot more than that though. 3 BS against that many bronze bombers and this coming out now.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot for him to handle.
A lot of air here coming in. So what is the play? Just going to take central control here and transition. He's up against a weather storm. He still has time. 8 game minute time here. Should be all right for now, but maybe he should transition into something other than air. And he does plan to do that as the cloning vast has now been added here. Okay. And we have a power drop at the north.
Cosmonaut are coming out from Zedd.
Yeah, that's definitely the plan here. It's not looking good for Netflix. I think he needs to transition into definitely Yuri Prime at least.
Yeah.
This cloning vast has not proven itself at all quite yet.
Has to come up with some work for it, yeah. Get a Yuri Prime 2 for free.
Oh, is he gonna get the Battle Lab?
Semi Stallion up top.
Oh. Yoink.
Oh, nice.
Should be repairing that immediately.
Yeah, he's not repairing it. Oh, he doesn't have the money to, he's broke. Zedd is now spamming with money.
He is so broke.
Oh, so many.
Oh, I didn't even see the split. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's at that stage now. It's like, all right, do I move my MCV or Zedd is starting to run out of money here?
Oh, he made a secondary MCV. He's going down.
Netflix says, yep.
Wow. Okay. All right, Netflix. Okay. Now, this cloning vest has yet to really be part of this game. He's probably regretting building that.
Yeah.
At this stage. As the weather storm is taken down, Psychic Dominator as well. There's a lot of forts. A lot of forts. There it is.
7 miners? That's not enough for SFJ.
So, so these Yuri Primes are absolutely key here in this fight. They can capture some BFs. They could totally change the tide here.
So what's the difference between the Yuri Prime and SFJ and base 2?
Weather storm ready?
Okay, let's see. I'll answer that question in a second. I just want to see where he storms. Oh, God.
Oh, that's devastating.
2 war factories, the cloning vest.
Oh, man.
And an error. Oh.
Guess we found a bug.
Recon error, boys. That's.
Oh, the weather storm probably didn't trigger it though. So the weather storm came in first game and it was fine.
Yeah, I think it might have just been one of those randoms.
Yeah.
Although,
I say Zedd wins that actually.
I'd say run it back in my opinion.
Yeah. Zedd broke the game.
I mean that storm was that storm was classy. You got 2 war factories and the cloning vats.
Correct. Yep. That's like 6K right there.
Well, sucks for them, but solid for us. We get to see another game.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna read a match, boys. So it's still 1-1.
All right.
Do you think they'll change up their build order or go the same thing?
I think Netflix will do something different this time.
I think he will go more heavily on the minors.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
So the difference between Yuri Prime is, so first of all, he's much more of a hero unit, so he's much harder to kill. He has a secondary function, which is an attack, which is really good versus everything. He can capture any unit except for miners, and he does the attack versus them, and he does the attack versus buildings. He can capture some buildings, and some other buildings he can't. So he's a hero.
Defense structures he can't control, right?
I believe defense structures are actually the only structure he can capture.
Okay.
So he's good.
He doesn't shoot missiles like Boris or Thor like Tanya.
But he's good at sieging the base because his regular attack does a lot of damage to buildings, and his other attack captures the buildings. So,
so the defenses can or cannot?
He can capture defenses.
Okay, he can. Okay.
Yeah, Netflix's build was a little awkward. The cloning vats didn't come into play, so maybe he'll try to pick one strategy and just fully commit to that one strategy. I think that's a common mistake made by a lot of players. Well, everyone really is trying to do too many things at once, trying to build a weather storm, trying to build a psychic tower, trying to build infantry units and naval and ground and air all at the same time, and then you're broke, and then Zedd with the same exact opening. Netflix with a slightly different one here. He's built straight to the middle of the second Rex.
Yeah.
Interesting. So Brutes could be really
the middle be nice.
Yuri clone to help defend himself. Interesting. Mr. Netflix. Early straight psychic amplifier. Okay.
Oh, the cycling M doesn't have a build animation.
No. Working with limitations here, boys.
I like how the hospital is built. So it comes down from damage up to brand new. I like it. Reverse animation, perfect.
Oh yeah. That was on accident. Sometimes you just oops, I guess that'll work.
It looks good, yeah. It's different,
Well,
he's definitely gonna lose this miner, but nice play from Zedd here.
Yeah, with the Rocketeers taking out the Yuri clones.
Oh, Zedd can make a push here.
Wow, he wasn't ready for this. They're power dropping the exact same location here on the right as before. Straight lab from Mr. Netflix. Yeah, I don't think this power drop's going to do anything. A couple Bronx bombers, so he goes lab after Bronx. I don't know. I don't know, boys. 5 Yuri clones. That's a commitment.
If you had a cloning vase, it'll be more worth. But it doesn't matter. Battlefields are coming out right now.
Yeah,
exactly the same build.
Exactly the same build. I was just about to say.
Alright, so Mastermind's being added in. The Yuri player should definitely add in some range here. That's Yuri's main strength. Namely magnetrons and harpies. This is a sweet little power drop here.
Oh, that power drop.
Gotta repair that instantly.
See that?
Ooh, the lab is gonna go down.
Ooh.
Saves the lab.
Oh wow! 1 HP.
So the lab has double the hit points. It's extra expensive though, so you can't snipe it as easily. Nice try though.
Oh, that's a
And
cool
this,
patch.
I feel like if an engagement went down right now, Zedd would take it. His army
Yeah.
is looking scary.
The service leaper comes out.
Ooh, going for
That means
cannons.
cannons
Okay.
are coming.
All right, there's the. All right, this is the timing push. Here it is. Two Yuri primes are on the way. These need to be hotkeyed on their own thing so they can. They can capture 2 units
Mm-hmm.
apiece. So four forts, can make a big difference here.
Another paragraph down in top right.
The cannon is here, and Zedd is fine. Yeah, he can't push into this quite yet. He's going to need some range here. Okay, very similar situation. However, Netflix, I think, is in a better position. His Psychic Dominator is much earlier than it was before him. He's not broke. Zedd has cannon, so Zedd is looking fine. I think. Would you prefer Zedd's position here, or?
I'd go with that position. That the defense structure is a lot more better. He has a much bigger army than Netflix. Even though the
Discs are
Dominator is
here.
there.
Be able to
defend
kill
that.
the hospital here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Netflix should probably build magnetrons at this stage to outrange these forts.
Mm-hmm.
And the discs are a little away from the keyboard at the moment here in the south.
Yep.
He's keeping Zedd in his base at least, though. This is important point.
Oh, but his army is way too far. Now the middle is gonna be taken by Zedd.
Got a lot of air units. This is BFs are anti-air, boys.
Here we go, boys.
Yeah.
Engagement.
That's way too many BS.
Lightning storm.
Lightning storm. Where's
Deja
that
vu,
headed?
boys. All right, let's see if it crashes again.
Ooh,
Oh, it gets a
battle
lab.
lab.
It's the lab and the power plant. The Yuri clones need to do some capturing. Quick. Zedd is here. He's going to be able to get
Second
major
MCV.
damage. He needs to use that Psychic Dominator.
Oh,
The
Discs
Dumble's
might have
way
been the
too
wrong
late.
move here, but we'll see. He's used these Yuri clones. And the Yuri clones coming in huge here.
wow.
Oh wow, that's every single one of his battle forts.
Oh, there's four. So, wait, hold on. Do you just grind all these, or do you
I'd use them immediately. Combine
use
them
them
with your army.
immediately, right? It's a lot of money. You're broke, and that's a lot of money, but your force is, his force is huge, and the Psychic Tower goes down as well. The Psychic Tower is portable, by the way, fellas.
Yeah. Can move around.
So what should Netflix do to convert this win? There's a correct answer here.
Split up.
Make more miners. I think you should make more miners.
Oh yeah. bottom
Just solidify that lead.
Ooh.
right. Oh, he grinds them instead.
He's going for the grind. All right. All right. So he's got 10K now. His force is less scary, but
Yeah. So he didn't grind them. That means he has the money to build more of an army. If he
there's too
chooses
much
to,
TVs here.
yeah. If it
And
didn't
MCVs
grind
produce
them,
money in SFJ.
yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh,
This
power
is getting
drop.
shut down. All right, so the all-important MCV move here up top. The Psychic Dominator is destroyed, and Zedd has a Weather Storm. This is kind of a big deal here.
Mhm.
And Netflix looks like he did make a couple more miners. This guy is definitely playing at a higher level. So what is the play here from So Zedd is transitioning to snipers, so the Yuri clones are now dealt with.
Did he just remember that he can't put snipers in BFs?
Not put snipers in the BFs. They are super. The snipers are very expensive,
Tanya
but
is
they're
out as well.
super good at what they do. Zedd is in trouble here. He's broke, but he has expanded. He set up the expansion. This is a rough position, but he can still play.
He has a Tanya in as well, so that's gonna help him quite a bit.
So we're seeing the Yuri Prime's weapon here coming into play at the bottom right. Where is he hitting? What is the target? These 2 war factories, yeah.
More factories.
These 2. Does he get the 3rd?
Nope.
Not quite the 3rd. Not quite the 3rd. All right, so this is turning into an equal position. Hold the phone. Top.
Oh,
Yep.
BS.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are discs the answer? Force shield?
Probably it's
Ooh.
mind control towers. I think the Tanya is
Oh,
there as well.
Mastermind coming in.
They thought they
Tanya
can
putting
deal with
in
them
work.
pretty easily.
Oh, that's the Tanya, right?
Yeah. So the
Tanya
Tanya
is
should
immune to
Wow.
mind control.
That's
And this
beautiful.
disc's gonna get slaughtered. Where is it? It's gonna go
Oh,
for the
it's
Tanya
rolling
snipe.
up.
Gets
Oh,
the
the Tanya
Tanya
goes
snipe.
down.
And these Yuri clones got to get away from these boys.
Yo. Gets 3 battle
Oh,
fortresses.
Zedd. Yeah, that just ran into those unicorns.
Wow, beautiful animation.
So the Psychic Dominator's back up. What do we have here, gentlemen? Zedd is far away from expanding to the second patch here. This could be a big problem in a minute or two. He is broke. Netflix does have a solid 7K here. And Yuri Prime is tearing up these Rocketeers with his anti-air attack. Bronx come in, finish it off. Zedd is in trouble. It's still playable here. It's still playable. I'm not sure about all these Bronx bombers. What should Netflix do? He should build magnetrons.
He hasn't built a
opinion.
single mag at all.
Not build a single magnetron. They're very, very good.
He has 9K to spend. What was that? Sniping some miners on bottom.
Yep, gets 1.
Yeah. Kind of a big deal here. Eco is not his friend at the moment.
Because every time he pushes, Netflix just make more Yuri clones to deal with it.
Right.
But he
Look at
does
all
have the
these
snipers
Bronx.
now.
So what is the target? I'd like to see these Bronx maybe flying around the back, go for the Weather Storm or Battle Lab, maybe? There's so many Bronx. These are not the right unit here, boys. As you can see, they are countered by the BFs here. Needs something other than air. All Zedd has is anti-air. This is problematic, as we do have a bunch of snipers as well. And he needs magnetrons.
A swarm of magnetrons will range a BS pretty easily.
Yeah, the magnetrons can just kite the shit out of the BFs.
Warning, lightning storm.
Oh,
Another
wow.
lightning storm. That's gonna go for the radar, for sure. Oh no,
Oh,
bottom right.
Interesting
bottom.
decision.
Does he get the bill up? Yeah, he does.
No.
Yep.
Pardon. All right, so maybe this will force him to go into magnetrons, because
Yeah.
GG from
Shit,
Netflix. Wow. Let me try out my instant
use that
replay.
Psychic Dominator.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, sure.
yeah, bros. When the
This
battle
might have
forces
been the
are
wrong
ready.
move here, but we'll see. He used these Yuri clones. And the Yuri clones coming in huge here.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that's every single.
Pretty stressful game.
Yeah.
So it's 2-1 to Zedd.
Oh, shit, that's a nice instant replay. How'd you get that to work?
The instant replay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach you, bro. I'm gonna show you how to do it. It's great, bro.
Alright.
It's great. But I'm still tweaking out some to make it perfect.
You're using OBS Studio, right? Probably.
It's in OBS, yeah. It's in OBS.
Not the Streamlabs OBS then.
It might be the same. We can check it out. But mine is in OBS, yeah.
Hey, let's go. Oh, Urban Rush. That's the wrong Urban Rush map. Alright, let me SFJ this real quick. Oh wait, no, I can't because I don't have the original. 5. Example war. This is bullshit. Let's see it under siege.
Yeah, this looks good.
City under siege.
I haven't seen this
You don't
map
see
in a
this map.
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic. Kind of a strategic map.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of looks like an RE2 map, like from the old days. Yeah.
This is like OG
Yeah.
1990s.
With those Soviet walls. Nice.
Allied versus of so absolutely no idea what the approach should be here.
No, outie? What's that?
This should be auto capture. I'm not sure why it isn't.
Oh, auto capture. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the plan? You got to be careful because you're thinking to yourself, all right, he's probably not gonna go crazy with the attacks in the early game because there's a lot of buildings in the way. But if he does,
Okay,
he
bottom
can die
though.
quick.
Bottom right. Zedd didn't garrison those buildings. Netflix could get them really easily. But it's not. Oh, now it's going into GIs.
I'm surprised Zedd hasn't garrisoned more buildings. Conscripts are only $100.
Yeah.
Right? And Netflix is going to do exactly what you're talking about. He's going to optimistically here push forward, garrison that up. Thank you very much.
Gets the polar bears.
That's gonna be a big disadvantage to on Netflix. I mean, that's a clear line of path down bottom.
So Netflix has a slight advantage here. Actions, and he's transitioning into early Grizzly tanks here and Air Force Command. So will he play this aggressive? 2 flak tracks from Zedd already? Is he scouted? I don't think he's scouted yet.
Nah, I think he's expecting the Rocketeers to come in. Or the Harriers. Oh, look at that Netflix. Already with a busy po.
So,
Is it gonna base walk down the middle?
I'm not sure.
He is.
Yeah.
He is gonna base walk down the middle. This is gonna be fucking spicy.
Interesting. Mr. Netflix. Is he committing to it a little too early? He's only got 2 minors.
Yeah, I think he is. He should get a lot more minors in this.
Great idea, but he is down a lot in eco right now. The head is booming. Zedd with the guard track as well. He said needs another refinery somewhere else yesterday.
Yeah, he is gonna base walk.
Yeah, it's making way.
But if Zedd counters this base walk, Netflix is fucked because it doesn't have the eco for it.
Yeah.
Fucked.
He's broke
He's
already.
working on that. He made another miner. Zedd is mining dirt right now. Alright, so where's the cannon? So Zedd, I think if Zedd just transitioned to V3 rockets, this could be a problem.
Yeah, he should see the base walk right now and just transition immediately.
Yeah.
See the first bit of the howitzer.
Howitzers out.
Yeah, so he's gonna put a cannon right in the middle.
Yep, there it
There you
is.
There it is. Boom. Oh.
Doesn't do much to that bunker though.
No. Netflix
Certainly
getting
not
impatient.
There you go. He
Oh,
does
there's the
V3 out.
V3s. This is a problem.
He does have the Rocketeers to help it.
Oh, V3s.
Yeah, they shoot a lot faster. But did the Rocketeers take damage from the splash radiation there?
No.
Alright, then a couple
These-
of Patriot missiles should help that easily.
Uh-oh. Battle lab up from the Soviet player.
Oh. It's gonna be Heinz coming out real soon.
Another cannon comes
Another
in.
cannon.
He's got to target the Oh god.
Kirov.
Oh god.
So that's the perfect counter to the cannon walk right
What's
there.
going on here,
Oh,
gentlemen?
look at the
Just
speed.
zooming through.
Yeah.
What's going
No
on?
Patriot missiles out, no IVs.
Wow. Easy
That's
pickings.
awesome. Bro.
Rocketeers need to help. Needs to get this Kirov down as fast as possible. There. Okay, he's got it.
Yeah.
What's going on? Absolute mayhem here on City Under Siege. Emphasis on the siege.
Gets it.
Kirov gets the cannon. Builds another one as well, and
Yeah.
Netflix is under. That's all he hears right now, over and over and over again. Our base is under attack. Unit lost. He's under siege as the Soviets are in space, but another Grand Cannon joins in here, and it looks like Netflix is fine, but the howitzers are putting in work. The APOC transition, is it going to be enough? Can Zedd hold? I think he can. V3s and company here. What is the end game plan for Netflix? How does he win this
Yeah.
game?
Those APOCs is gonna be deadly for Zedd.
APOCs, V3s, howitzers, Tesla tanks, flak tracks. Oh my.
Zedd
More
is forgetting
APOCs.
about his Tesla troopers top right, near the oil as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's from the para.
You're not controlling those houses pretty well though. They need to be kiting and way back in the army, but those cannons though.
Oh, just eating alive the APOCs there. We have a veteran cannon on the field.
Ooh.
Netflix, the strategic mastermind.
That was an
Takes it
elite
down.
cannon, holy shit.
Whew.
Those cannons now can get veterans as well. I see. Okay, next map. Hey, oh, refugee to capture shit here.
Yeah, he didn't even hide it, man. He just went straight down the middle with that shit.
You could hear it coming from a mile away.
Absolutely gorgeous map.
It's not the LE version though. I don't think I have the LE version.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna head to the bathroom real quick.
Alrighty. So have you played any SFJ yourself, Mr. Doofus?
No, I have not. I didn't have the maps. I was just watching Matt streaming it and playing it himself, but I have never tried it before.
Well, we got to work on that.
Yeah.
That's something we got to fix.
So today is the first day I'm streaming it myself, so I'm making progress. But it looks neat.
Right.
It looks really neat.
Yeah, it's definitely. I definitely have a lot more fun watching this than regular. Just special effects and stuff.
And you know what I like about it most is it's not like a Mental Omega. Mental Omega looks so different that I'm not even
Right.
interested in Mental Omega anymore.
Right.
And this is just like a patch on an existing game, still running on the existing maps and everything. So
Yep. Every single change was done within the original game file, so it is technically still the same game. Limitation that was set from the beginning, because we didn't want it to be another Mental Omega.
yeah,
So Netflix decided, Zedd decided to move his MCV right away to the other patch. Hard to argue with that.
yep, going top.
And Netflix appears to be behind here, a little behind.
On 3 miners and Zedd is on 4. And building an ore refinery on top makes it 5.
Yeah. So perhaps this AFC was a committal decision. So he's got to prove it, right? He's got to prove that decision here.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's just behind.
Ooh, he hasn't moved?
He hasn't
Netflix
moved.
hasn't moved.
Still isn't moving.
So maybe he plans to expand upwards towards that patch up there, but
It's a long
miners
way.
are on the way here. Look at all these miners. He's just spamming them. He's just spamming the miners. Doesn't even care. 4 flat tracks already, and yeah, Zedd is in a commanding lead here.
Yeah, the rhinos, but the TDs are out from Netflix. We counted them pretty easily. No flag at all.
Robot Center out for Netflix.
Ooh.
This is going to be a different strat from before.
He's stretching to the top. Why is he moving him to be bottom?
I think he's going to build up to this patch up here and then perhaps move after 4 flak tracks. So he's ready for all the air. So maybe Netflix should just go robot tanks now.
Yep, there they are.
Yeah.
Oh, because Zedd is adding the Teslas and the robot tanks are the answer. They're good on a map like this, anyways. And straight battle lab.
Battle
Okay.
lab out.
So, what will the unit of choice be for Netflix here with the battle lab? I wonder.
Frank, can those howitzers hover over the water?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, naval was a huge focus in this.
Oh, the highs are also. Yeah, what do you call them? The lightning rod. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Maybe it's adding a few air units of their own here. I don't know if the MCV is the target, but this hospital looks like a juicy kill.
Yeah.
It's just gonna snipe it.
No, it goes prison tower on the cliff.
Easy.
Sexy prison
Nice one.
tower. And that was kind of a pretty decent exchange for Netflix. He lost the hospital, which sucks, but he got some good value on the Zedd's tanks.
He's getting the
He's gonna
value on
pick
the
up a
lightning
few.
rods though.
Wow,
Two of them.
Netflix holding it the fort down here, and he's going to transition into what? Look at all these IVs. You might want to consider splitting them around, actually, going for War Factory kills. Because this force looks menacing here from Zedd. Zedd should push. He's still building robots despite the battle lab. The battle lab has not done anything just yet.
Yeah, he can't do it. He's broke.
Look at all these IVs. There goes the last lightning rod.
Oh, yeah, he's seeing now how deadly the houses are. Look at that range.
Yeah.
Stick them underwater. That's it. Oh boy.
Oh dear, these robots are getting picked apart here, boys. Zedd is marching forward.
This is why you need your houses on another control group. Stick them in the back.
Ooh, going
with the
straight in.
attacking. Oh. Tank control from Zedd.
Wow. Takes it.
Oh, he goes for the war factories. That's GG right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix didn't move. If he moved, he would have gotten an eco.
Going straight
an
in.
advantage.
Oh.
He have a better eco.
I think it was the battle lab choice that cost
Tank
him
control
there.
from Zedd.
Wow.
He didn't build any tier 3 units when he built the battle lab.
Takes it.
Oh, he goes for the war factories.
Maybe he
That's
was doing
GG right there.
water
Yeah.
Never knew.
Ooh.
Life is easier in the commentary booth, Mr. MJ, isn't it? So why didn't you do a 5-way split? And
Oh, it's not a fan of it. I mean, you can say that for like spinning and shit, but on this map you always move. That's like the fucking
I guess so. I guess.
thing of it. These are country
looks
Spain,
good.
desert island, the desert.
Yeah, that's fine. So every game has been very tight thus far.
Oh, France. From that, you don't need France. You don't need cannons for France. Ah, well, Soviet. No cannons this time.
Soviet versus Soviet. I love Sov versus Sov in SFJ. Love it.
Yeah. Whoever's the first to spam a bunch of houses and use them well is a winning formula right there.
Oh no. The houses are countered by the rhinos. So if you build too many, the rhinos will pump you. That was one thing we. Yeah. Well, we had the number wrong for a while, so they weren't
Right.
counting them as well. But they definitely do the job now.
Did Zedd switch factions at the last second?
Nah, they both went random.
Oh, they both went random. I thought he picked friends.
Are they gonna move their MCV after the first war factory though? Probably not, right?
I don't know. SFJ is it's a different universe.
Oh, that's
Some,
not.
yeah. He's on the gems now. He's good.
Yeah. So if they're not moving their MCV, they're probably gonna go heavy miner, second ref, and then probably get a radar off of Tesla tanks.
So Netflix is moving now. Zedd seems to be slightly ahead again here from the opening. So you are he's like he's like a third of a miner ahead in time. You you are punished a little bit for misclicking an SFJ when you build structures. So you get like an extra half-second delay if you get a cannot deploy here.
Bit of lag indeed.
A lag.
I think Netflix scouted and then saw that Zedd didn't have a drone, so that's why I probably moved.
Very ambitious build here from Mr. Flicks. And he definitely will be feeling the heat in here in just a second. So I'd like a few preliminary sentry guns because you know the heat's coming.
Radar.
Gotta put a ref down first.
Yeah, he didn't go ref first, yeah.
And he's going to be paying the price for that soon, or he's not going to go broke. He just needs to make sure these miners don't go all the way home. He needs to stop these miners.
Yeah.
Wait for his war ref. Netflix?
Where's the ref?
Netflix?
War factory. Oh, wow.
It's a little long. It's a casual long-distance mining, boys. Oh, dear. Sweet baby Lord Jesus.
It's really questionable.
Or is he just trying to like protect his miners from the onslaught? There goes the ref.
There's the
war
ref.
ref's up. The war ref is up. The war ref's up.
And he's going for the ore. He's going for the ore.
Broke once there. His position's fine. He is down a war factory for the time being, so this pressure could be pretty serious. But if he can hold it off, he'll be in a really good spot. If he can hold it off,
He's stretching really nicely, so he's gonna get the commanding middle gems here.
Yeah, maybe a couple desolators could help him as well here up front. His miners are dangerously okay. I like that sentry gun. I like it. He's got a guard shack instead of the war factory. Zedd is a guard shack as well. So Zedd is ahead in tech, but Netflix has position. And he's
Lightning rods are out now. And the service depot, so we're gonna see houses. Oh.
So does Netflix know about the transition here into lightning rods? There are 5 of them coming to his war factory right now.
No flag. No flag. Oh, there's the first flag.
We got a cannon out at least.
We'll get it. This is looking dangerous. I kite those.
Oh, he does have the secondary war factory for the flag track.
He got the war factory. He needs to... And you're gonna get Tesla caught up. Tesla tank as well.
You're gonna move your tanks?
So Zedd did not overcommit there with the lightning rods. Pretty good by him. And he's expanded down south, so it's a roughly... No, this is dangerous. That is transitioning into howitzers. That could be checkmates. Yeah.
It's gonna be really painful.
Even though Zedd didn't move to mid, their economy is the same.
Yeah, it's almost even.
It's almost even, yeah.
So at this stage, 12k, you should be making infantry units here. Desolators, perhaps. Spamming them up.
Yeah, people always forget about infantry in SFJ.
Yeah. Desolator's really effective versus all of these units here that Zedd has. Tesla is going to help out. And Netflix hangs on for another moment.
And there you go.
It's going to drop
separates the houses from the rest of the group.
Yikes.
It's going to be devastating. Netflix is going to try to counter with his own.
Yikes. Oh dear, he's under
He can't
siege.
do much.
Ooh.
Oh no, that call is not gonna help him. This is what I like. He's building a bunch of service depot for houses instead of making them from a war factory.
Rhinos are the answer here. Or I guess
Yeah.
Desolators would be the answer here, boys. He desperately needs them.
He's forcing to sell.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good for Zedd. The pressure is pretty serious here. Netflix is going
Oh,
to
he goes
commit.
in.
Got some value there, but the Alexes are really menacing. Does not have enough to combat them. Maybe he should transition in the Battle Lab? I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 war factories for Zedd.
Oh my god! He's 7?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey,
Look at that economy trickling down, so he's
Yeah.
making a full commitment here. Oh, the
Head
lag.
and Zedd really flexing here with the tech
Just running
switches
away.
and all.
Netflix can't do anything. The houses are just
no
kiting all the
more
way through.
Teslas coming in, mate. This is a huge army from Zed. And he's low
Yeah,
power.
That's
Oh,
weird. If Netflix can just hold on here another minute, uses 11K. He needs Desolators yesterday, boys. He needs Desolators yesterday, boys.
No infantry at all.
there goes
No Tesla
Zed.
troopers. Now he goes.
Ooh, the
An
Desolators.
early
Yeah.
DG. Oh.
Absolutely no respect at all. I
You know
love
the
it,
fucking mind
boys.
games will be here if Zed calls GG and he quits.
He needs Desolators
Zed quits
yesterday,
thinking that he won
boys.
that battle. No infantry at all.
There goes
No Tesla
Zed.
troopers. Now he goes.
Ooh, the
An
Desolators.
early
Yeah.
DG.
What do you want to do?
No respect at all.
You know the
love it,
fucking
boys.
mind games will be here if
Boy.
I have Tour, Reconcile, Dorado, Siberia, CS, Divide, Safe Harbor,
You have Lake Island?
Lake Island. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you don't have Lake Island, what are you doing with your life?
Oh man, that instant replay is so fucking sick, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Holy shit.
It's working pretty good now.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna show you it, bro. It's sick, bro. It's sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch that for sure.
Yeah.
See, the only thing I stream are casting games, so I
Yeah.
need that shit, man.
Mm-hmm. Now I need to tweak it just a bit. When I have it perfectly, I'm gonna show you how to do it.
Awesome. All right, they're ready. Ooh.
Tove again here. On the best map in the game. All right, cool.
This is a nice map. I love it.
I wonder why it's the best map in the game, Frank.
Why is it the best map in the game? Because it has the dimensions of Coldest Peak, jungle, heck, and there's Navy.
Yeah.
You know, the first person I 1v1 on this map was Adam. And he wrecked me, bro, with his allied. Oh my god, I will never forget this map.
Tends to do that.
Yeah.
Tends to do that.
And it was just
Same
around the time that I made my return to RA2, so it was last year or something. So it kind of demotivated me, but then I just went with it. I'm like, yeah, it happens, bro.
Just jumping straight into the ring against Adam right away. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Zed built a bit weirdly. Usually people build from there and then build down to the gem patch in the bottom left.
Yeah, kind of a
Yeah, I think this is-
unnecessary move right there, right?
Yeah.
I think it's totally reasonable. You're moving next to two patches, right? You're an inch closer to the gems in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. I think that's one of the other reasons why this is the best map in the game, is because there's just so many different valid ways you can approach
Yeah.
playing it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know why. He wanted to put that war factory down the cliff, but he couldn't.
Oh.
That's why he said bad spots and then put a war factory behind it.
And
Yeah.
Netflix is coming.
Oh,
He's
he went
coming.
0.
He is coming, boys. Here he comes.
boy.
Everything in the kitchen sink. It's the Derek Sanchez all-in rush. Here it is. It's coming. First black track goes down. That's his only one. Should he sell behind this, or should he? He's retreating.
Ooh, he's retreating. He's retreating.
Is there anything on his base? There's nothing on his base.
Nope.
What the fuck? Oh no, he's coming back. He's
The
coming back.
time window is
Yeah,
short
what's up,
here.
Lloyd?
You gotta make it
How you
happen
doing,
right
bro?
now, Mr. Netflix. Not later. Look,
We're gonna
he's
go for
going
the
straight
power?
for the War Factory
War
here.
Factory.
The Grizzly tanks need to be underneath this black track. Now, minor kills aren't going to do anything here. You're down.
Yeah.
You're down infinite miners. Ah,
Oh
Mr.
boy.
Netflix.
He lost
Oh,
his
the big
chance.
throw.
Yeah.
If you're going to commit, commit.
Yeah.
Am I right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so he's made miners behind this.
And he's broke.
It's painful to not commit in RE2 or Yuri's Revenge for going 0, but in SFJ it fucking pays you, slaps you upside down and calls you his bitch.
Yeah, if you go for a committal strat, go commit to the strat. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
We have some long distance mining here on the gems. So that being said, Netflix is he's dead. He's
What?
dead. This
Where's
army
that
of
miner
rhinos.
Is that miner decided to go war miner for a bit?
Where he's good. Yeah. And
He's
Zedd
gonna
is going
force
in
Zedd
on his
back.
base. Yeah.
He's just going for it. Maybe he can hold this, but this is going to be tough. The Prison Tower are definitely going to help.
Going for the
Nah, he's not hold
MCV.
it for sure.
No.
He's almost broke. Oh, the TD though. Can't help a bit.
He's very good value, but in the end, he's going to lose this fight as more rhinos join
Yeah.
in. Just his
Yeah,
arrow is
6K,
still alive back here.
2K.
So, hold on, hold the phone.
It's not
The
repairing.
phone,
There he is.
boys.
Oh, no,
1
he loses
HP.
that.
1
He loses that
HP.
for sure.
Save it. He's going to save it. He's saved it.
1 HP.
He killed miners too with that grizzly tank split. His miner went all the way across the map, stole some of Zedd's money, and is still alive.
Okay.
Hold on, hold on. The miners
No,
come
very
down,
nice.
boys. He's just gonna get a couple gems.
Oh, no,
1
he loses
HP.
that.
So somehow
1
Netflix
HP.
is
For sure.
still how he's alive. He's saved it. He's
Not for long though. I don't think
1
he can stay
HP.
alive for very
He
long.
killed miners too with that grizzly tank split. His
Look at
miner
this
went all the way
eco.
across
Look
the.
at Netflix.
I think
is
Netflix is
1K
actually
to
in the
5K.
lead right now, fellas. I think he has a lead.
Really?
Yeah. He's up a miner. He has 2 prison powers for defense. He has tank destroyers versus rhinos,
Oh,
but
the
Zedd is
rhinos,
transitioned
yeah.
into other units. So Netflix needs to respond. He needs to build other units here.
Yeah.
Moves his
She is in the
MCV.
lead, but not for very long.
Yeah, Zedd plopped down an Uref in the middle here. I think it's a roughly equal position. Netflix is transitioning in the robots. Correct play.
Yeah, he's recovering.
Heavy attack here. Very important ore refinery comes down.
Chronos some miners on.
Is this a fight he wants to take? I don't know about that. All right,
No,
okay.
definitely not. Tell you what though, if he spams his houses and sticks them in the water right in the middle, it's gonna be painful.
Sure. So maybe Netflix should keep pumping the robots.
What is he pumping right now?
Robots.
TDs?
He's just started building robots.
Uh,
This army from Zedd is humongous. Netflix needs another ore refinery somewhere else. I think that's his next order of operations here.
Oh boy, here comes the houses.
Oh.
Oh, that was a bit of a weird passing there.
Yep. The tanks got split up.
I think the robots are the right choice. Zedd just lost a few units there, which bought Netflix a little bit more time. He needs an ore, and he went Battle Lab. Okay, his next order of operations is ore refinery next to a pile of ore. He has no ore refineries next to ore right now. He's got 7K, so it's not a problem at the moment, but it will be in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
He needs to
He needs to make
see
that
that.
battle lab work too.
This Battle
Last
Lab
time he
needs
went
to
allied.
right. Robots still?
Yeah.
You went Battle Lab, right? So where's the Tanya? Where's the Cosmonauts? Where's the Black Eagle? Where's the Tier 3?
Battle forwards, yeah.
Tanya,
Still,
something?
still winning robots. Still on robot tanks.
And still no refinery up near a
Maybe he's
pile
going
of
for the
ore.
weather storm. Yeah, that's one we
Is-
might not know.
You building a weather storm in this situation?
I wouldn't. I
You
definitely
are,
wouldn't.
There's some Soviet forces knocking at your door.
Ooh, cliff advantage.
I think he needs to be building prism tanks right now.
On the cliff, right?
Oh, that's just going to help him the most.
Oh, that's bad
Ooh.
TC there.
Yeah.
We went hospital. Still no tier 3 units, guys.
Oh, Tesla called with a splash damage.
Netflix, you build a battle lab. Netflix, you build a battle lab. No tier 3 units. All right,
Moving
Mirage
the
tanks being
civilian.
added in. Mirage tanks
Yeah, there
are
you go.
really good versus Tesla tanks, guys. Really good. But he's outranged. I feel like
Yeah.
prism tanks are the answer right now.
Oh, he's chasing.
Okay, getting some value. Back up now. You got some value. You got some value. All right.
Does Zedd have enough flag though?
He definitely does not
Oh.
have enough flak right now at all.
Yeah.
He should add some flak. We're
This
purifier
target
is
is
down.
cannons.
He needs prism tanks, guys. This isn't gonna work.
Oh, the flag trails are in position.
Yeah.
What is he doing? Oh god.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
No.
Oh god.
I tell you what, that was purely the houses. That was purely the houses. That is painful.
Hold the phone. These Rocketeers are doing work.
Yeah.
He's just gonna go for the MCV kill here. Just get the MCV kill, get the ore purifier, and you're good to go.
No flag though. He is gonna get the MCV easy.
Yeah. Nothing. He's not building anything. Yeah, he didn't build anything at the end.
So yeah, it's SFJ is still pretty new. It's hard to know what you should be doing in all these unique situations. I think prism tanks. Well, I mean, you're going straight battle. If you're going battle lab that early, you have to try to make sense of it, I guess. Must play in accordance to the decisions you've made. We saw something very similar in the early stages of the game where he went for a bunch of Rocketeers and Grizzly tanks right away. Caught Zedd totally off guard, but retreated. So Netflix does have a little bit more to learn, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a match point. Yeah, we don't see this enough. 76. That's like what, first to 35?
I think it's just a standard
38.
best of 38, right? Best of 38.
Yeah.
But you can still tie it up.
We'll be here till
That's awesome.
I've been loving it so far, the SFJ. I like it very much.
Glad to hear. Just more to talk about in the games, as opposed to all right. And we have some more rhinos here being added from Legend, and some more rhinos here being added to the game. More rhinos added now.
Oh, an GIV? Oh, a steel IV. Oh, a tiny IV. Fucking
And all of his rhinos were just captured by a single unit and turned into money.
Hammer and Sickle. This is also a map that you don't often see in normal games.
So I picked it.
Nice.
That juicy little map.
So Netflix is Soviet, Zedd Allied.
But Netflix
So-
said he can build the demo truck to expand top left. It's pretty easy for him.
Demo truck can be really good because it can be used more than once.
Oh, then I want to see it.
A demo truck can undeploy into a vehicle and then deploy somewhere else to expand. But if you kill it, it'll blow up like a demo truck.
Okay.
Oh, that's moving.
Yeah, we wanted to make it actually have a purpose, because that was kind of the problem with some of the units, just the way they were designed. Fundamentally, there was just no way to. They were, no matter what you did to them, in order to make them useful, you would have to make them overpowered. So we decided that some things were just problems that you would have to change altogether in order for them to actually be good.
True. And like the psychic tower from Yuri, right? So it redeploys and can deploy somewhere else. Does it also extend your base, or you can build off of it?
You can't build off of it.
Okay.
You can build off of it, but it does help you protect your miners. You can use it in all sorts of different ways.
And you can redeploy it multiple times.
We're not worthy.
Oh, legendary raid.
We're not worthy.
So Netflix is going to be under fire here, but I think he's fine, honestly. Like this ore refinery loss. This is costing Zedd a lot.
Bobby, thanks for the raid, brother.
FC's up. Oh, excuse me. Zedd is blue. My bad.
Yeah, Zedd is blue.
Netflix is in trouble.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean. So what we have here, boys?
Oh, but this rhino's going around the other side.
Best of the 11. SFJ series between Zedd and Netflix, and Zedd is leading.
Bit of a questionable
random miner fodder. This has not worked.
Yeah. The only thing he got there was the fucking refinery. Oh fucking hell.
Hospital?
Big ass hospital, boy.
Oh fuck.
He doesn't have any Rocketeers yet.
Yeah.
So does this add value?
So it counts. Well, it's kind of like your tier 1.5. You can build spies and Chrono Legionnaires, and it also counts as a barracks.
Ah, right.
A new follower.
Snipers, right?
And snipers as well.
Sean, thanks for the follow, bro.
But I don't think it made sense here in this situation.
Raid attack from Netflix.
Netflix isn't really expanding, is he? He's gonna have some eco problems real soon.
Speaking of which, he is down a miner as well.
Yeah.
Tesla tanks being added in, definitely needs those. There's a ton of tank destroyers. If Zedd moved across the map, it'd be a problem.
So you can either make that demo truck or just move his MCV.
Yeah, he only has one war factory. This is a lot of TDs here, guys. This is a lot of TDs. Yeah, this is not a winnable fight here. I don't know what he's doing. He's got to get out of here.
He made a bunch of flag for no Rocketeers too.
Looks like he's gonna get some value, getting some rockets. All right, that's a step in the right direction. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Okay, Zedd is still way ahead despite the losses. Netflix needs a game plan here. It's way behind.
A new follower.
The top left is still empty.
I think he missed an opportunity there.
Oh no, loses
no.
3 Tesla tanks, 4. Loses all of them.
Yin York, thanks for the follow, bro. Do Tesla tanks counter the tank destroyers, or is there some other
They're
unit?
about even.
Oh, helps to blow up the bridge.
Nice.
Smart.
Oh, slows down this attack.
Netflix taking a few breaths here as he can breathe for a little while longer.
Gotcha.
There's no way he's winning a fight here. He probably needs some other units in his army here.
These houses, big houses can go
Houses,
underwater.
yeah. Counter TDs. Zedd's going all the way around. No, he's not.
Battle lab out for Zedd.
That
Is he
might
gonna
be
make
check
Wolf,
and made there. That's gonna be That's going to be a problem.
He needs a forward warfare at 3. He needs to pump out. Yeah, that's the first BF.
His main issue is he hasn't expanded at all. Zedd has a bunch of war patches, and Netflix only has 3. So Zedd is set up for an hour-and-a-half game right now. Netflix is set up for a 5-minute game right now.
It's about to be a
Okay, he's
5-minute
moving his
game.
MCV. Again, we see a Battle Lab tech from Netflix and no Tier 3 units being added in. We got 10K. Boars should be built immediately.
So the battle lab units for Soviets are the APOPs, the Boris, Kirovs, and everything, right?
All 3 of those units are super units.
That is a carry-all, Mo? Yeah, they reuse the carry-all for the lightning rod in SFJ.
Is he going for the spy set maybe?
Oh no! Oh no, Zedd.
Going for the spy set.
Oh
It's
no!
gonna get really dark.
In the
trying
push
to
of these
use
weather storms. See ya. That's a goner. Bye.
Sells it.
Just get out.
Yeah. Nice hit from Netflix there.
Later.
Zed's
Keep
blind
these
right now.
alive. Be annoying. What
He can build another one, probably.
APOC's being added?
He might
I would
get the
love to
battle
see
lab.
Boris.
Uh-oh.
Oh, going for
What about
MCV.
Zedd? What
Is
about
that
MCV?
really the target? I don't know. It looks like it is. He's gonna get it.
Is he?
Fully committing to this. It's gonna be close, boys. He needs it. He needs it.
One
He needs
HP.
it. He needs it. I got.
Oh,
No,
boy, that
saves
was
it.
clutch.
Saves
Oh, he
it.
built a service depot just in time as well. Uh-oh.
Oh, going for
What about
MCV.
Zedd? What
Is
about
that really the
MCV.
target? I don't
Yeah,
know.
look at that.
It looks like it is. He's gonna get it. That's probably it.
Is he?
Fully committing to this. It's
Netflix
gonna be
is
close,
rich.
boys.
He's got the industrial plant. He has the nuclear.
He needs it.
One
He wishes he had
HP.
those. He needs it. Those lightning rods.
Oh,
No,
boy, that was
saves it.
clutch.
Saves
Oh, he
it.
built a
Cosmonauts
service
have been
depot.
added here, and this is a problem. These bad boys are a problem.
Look at how unaffected the cosmonauts are against infantry.
Not good versus buildings, not good versus infantry, but holy shit, are they good versus other units? And this force from Zedd is...
Zedd is coming in through top, but Netflix is
Oh,
kind of
God.
slow to react.
Yeah.
There's no way he's winning this fight, guys.
Even with those APOCs, it's gonna be
Yeah.
close.
This is looking grim.
With the for cosmonaut, this is gonna be a win for Zedd.
Cosmonauts, yeah.
Goes in.
Maybe some prism tanks from Zedd would be good here. Add some range. Sneaky power drop. What's he going for?
Ooh, he has the lab tech, might as well build a fucking aircraft carrier.
Yeah, surprising. He's got the money. Look at all these cosmonauts. There's just no way. So how does Netflix hold this?
He doesn't. Oh,
Don't
he
think
says
he
preparing
does.
for
Oh,
Netflix
you can
going
get
all
him
in.
in.
Yo,
Position.
Netflix going in.
Right, the cosmonauts are way in there though. Yeah, those APOCs gonna use the cosmonauts as fodder.
Look how beautiful this fight is, guys. It's just
Yeah,
gorgeous.
so colorful. Oh,
And he's using
minor
the
fodder
microphone
now.
hold here. Can he hold this? I
Yeah,
don't know.
but
This is a giant
Cosmonaut
force.
fodder is way too good.
If only he had those hinds left over, he might have been able to hold that.
Yeah. MCV is down.
Zedd calls GG's.
He doesn't have a service depot for it.
Well, he's going to try to get a spite nuke off here before the game's over.
Yeah.
Nice juicy nuke. Or will he get it off in time, boys? He's going to go straight for the
I don't think
nuclear
so.
reactor.
A nuke for the
I
honor.
might get a power. Yeah, cosmonauts aren't good against buildings either.
Nope.
Oh,
He's
The
not
nuke.
clicking the nuclear reactor.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know it.
the
Yeah.
power's down.
Oh.
Yeah, that fucking engagement was beautiful. The impulse were pretty much useless with the cosmonaut fodder there.
Yeah, the cosmonauts were just drawing all the shots in the air. The BFs, TDs, and grizzly tanks just did the work there. BFs in particular.
Yeah.
Zedd takes it. 6-2.
Oh, oh.
over. 6-2. So Netflix
Is out.
is down and not without a fight. I feel like definitely a couple of those games were in his grasp. Just small little things, really.